Hi, I'm Chef Philip Dell, and I'm here to teach the next generation of chefs how to eat and cook healthier and incorporate these ways into their menus for people to enjoy all over the world. One of the easiest ways to eat healthy is to control your portions. Our bodies need fruits and vegetables, protein and grains. Prevent overeating and promote a balanced diet by practicing portion control. Look at a round plate. Fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables. Fill a quarter of your plate with whole grains like brown rice or whole wheat pasta. And fill 1/4 of your plate with protein like a lean meat or fish. How your food is presented can play tricks on your mind. Let's look at these 3 examples right here. We have a small bowl, small plate, and a large plate. Which one contains the most amount of food? The answer? They're all exactly the same. But you can't tell me that if somebody got that, they're not going to have their eyes bugging out of their head saying, that's a lot of food. Or this one. If they get that at a fine dining restaurant, what's the first thing they're going to think? I paid $10 for that? And then this one is sort of deceiving as well, because how deep is it? Is it really compacted in there, or is it light and fluffy? So as you can see, just in these 3 examples alone, that the amount of food that's on your plate can trick your mind into thinking it's eating more or less than it actually is. So how do I know just how much I'm actually consuming? Here are a few tricks that I can show you to figure that out. First, we have the digital scale. You just hit the on button, you place something onto the digital scale, and it'll tell you how much it weighs. These generally weigh in ounces and grams. A deck of cards represents the perfect size, or 3 to 4 ounces of meat. It's the right thickness, it's the right square. Another thing to look at is the palm of your hand. It's the right thickness and it's the right circumference. Both your hands together are perfect for vegetables and fruits. The size of a baseball is what you're looking for in terms of a proper serving for fruit. So you see, no matter where you are, you can always kind of determine how much you're eating and if it's a proper portion. Think of a deck of cards. Think of a baseball. Think of both your hands together or the palm of your hand. These will all give you examples of a proper portion size. Let's make an allspice pork tenderloin with cinnamon apples and cilantro lime rice. The mise en place that we need for the allspice pork tenderloin starts with the equipment. Cutting boards, 1 for vegetables and 1 for meat. Something to put underneath the cutting boards for non-stick surface. A large sauté pan or grill pan, a pan to cook rice in, a sauté pan for apples, a French knife, a boning knife, spatula, tongs, a side towel, and a plate to present it on. Pork tenderloin, green onions, cilantro, cooked brown rice, apples, a lime, allspice, cinnamon, black pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. So the first thing we need to do is we need to trim any excess fat off of the pork tenderloin and any silver skin. You can see the silver skin right here. This is very tough. You can cook it without it or with it, but most people, they like to have it removed, and that way it doesn't get caught in their teeth, especially if they have dentures. All right, so it looks pretty good. Notice how I had a dry hand the entire time, and this one's wet. That means that I can still keep moving without having to stop and wash my hands a million times. So I'm going to take some of this black pepper, and I'm going to just kind of sprinkle it all over the outside of the pork tenderloin. Then I'm going to take my allspice, and I'm going to just kind of sprinkle that all around it too. As much or as little as you like. Adjust it to your tastes. All right, so we're looking good. We have black pepper. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit more black pepper on there. I like it, and I'm pretty sure my customers like it. We sell a lot of it. So it's good to go for the pan. All right, I'm going to open up some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to drizzle this over the top and kind of rub it all over. Some people will say, well, Chef, why wouldn't you put it on the outside first and then add the seasoning? Well, the truth is that fat closes the pores inside the meat, so all that seasoning can't penetrate it. So we're going to put it on the outside. The extra virgin olive oil is going to help transfer the heat from the pan to the meat, helping it to caramelize. I've already preheated my pan here. We're going to cook all sides until they're golden brown, about 1 to 2 minutes per side. And then we're going to transition it into the oven at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes or so, or until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees when inserted with an instant read thermometer. It's been about 1 to 2 minutes since I put the pork tenderloin in the pan, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick turn. And right after that, I'm going to start prepping the apples. So now we're going to saute some apples. I've chosen Gala apples because they contain more natural sugars than most. You can choose any kind of apple that you like, Granny Smith, Fuji, Braeburn, you name it. I'm going to add some cinnamon to the apples for flavor, but also to help control insulin. Now all I'm doing with the apples is I'm cutting around the core, and I'm going to slice them. You can slice them, you can dice them, any way you want to do it. I'm just going to put these apples into a saute pan. Add my cinnamon. And then cook them down until they're a little soft. I can smell that pork tenderloin. I think it's time to turn it again. Let's turn that tenderloin one more time and then put it into a 425 degree oven until it reaches 145 degrees internal temperature. Let's add some flavor to our rice. Not everybody likes rice, so what's a better way to get people to eat it? Add stuff to it. Let's take some cilantro and mince it. We don't need a lot, we just need a little bit for color, a little bit for flavor. Okay, and we're going to need a lime too. Lime will give it some nice freshness. It's not 100% necessary. You could just use a little olive oil. You don't even have to do that. I like it. It's a little zesty. Kind of cuts the sweetness of the apples. Set that aside. In addition to the cilantro and the lime, I'm going to add a little green onion. This will add some more color, some more flavor. Not a lot. I just want a little bit. So we'll just set this stuff aside. And when we go to plate it up, we'll put it all together and it'll be perfect. Oh, that's looking good. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's check this pork tenderloin out and see if it's ready to go. Oh, it's looking great. Nice and firm. Juices come to the top. It's glistening. It's beautiful. Tastes so good. I always leave a towel around the edge, make sure that people know that it was hot. I'm going to grab a plate to put the pork tenderloin on, stop the cooking. And I'm going to let it rest for about 10 minutes to let those wonderful juices redistribute before we go to cut into it. So while the pork tenderloin is resting, we can get that rice ready. Gotta be careful of that steam. We're gonna take the cilantro, we're gonna add that to the rice. We're gonna take a few of those green onions and put that in now, and we'll add a little bit later for garnish. Takes a little bit of that lime juice. I'm just gonna do half of it for right now. Toss it all together. Oh man, this is amazing. You just smell all that cilantro, those natural oils coming out of everything and fusing together. The flavor is going to be spectacular. I'm going to put the lid back on. Get ready to slice up that pork, put it all together. All right, our pork has rested for about 10 minutes. Let's slice it up, let's serve it up, and let's eat it up. Oh, this looks amazing. Transfer this over to our cutting board. I always like to cut things on a bias, it makes for a better presentation. Look at the juice just coming out of this thing. This is awesome. All right, leave that there for a second. Get my rice ready. All right, and one finishing touch, we've got our beautiful apples. Put those right over the top. Maybe put those off to the side a little bit, have it come off a little bit. And that, my friends, is allspice rubbed pork tenderloin with caramelized apples and cilantro lime rice. Enjoy. And it's in perfect portion. So what have we learned today? We learned proper portion control and how to tell if we're consuming too much or not enough of something. And we plated the proper portion of allspice rubbed pork tenderloin with cinnamon sauteed apples and cilantro lime rice. I'm Chef Philip Dell, and I hope you're able to incorporate some of the methods and techniques that I've shown you throughout the Teens Cook with Heart program. On behalf of the American Heart Association, be well and healthy eating.